What is the Street Parking Vault?
The Street Parking Vault is one workout a week for 25 weeks with the goal of helping you build consistency.
You can do any version of the workout.
You can customize these workouts to make them work for your equipment and fitness levels.
Each week, log your workout before the time is up.
Remember, your scores do not matter.
You just can't miss.
What's up, guys? We are here for week 14 of the 2023 Vault, tackling Sphinx. I have my buddy Keegs here, who's gonna be doing Program A with the kettlebell and box jumps. And he's decided to start off with sets of 30, but he has a backup plan in case he needs to do a fewer reps at a time. I'm also gonna be doing Program A with a heavier kettlebell and jump overs instead of box jumps. And my game plan is to do 15 rounds of 8 and 8. So we'll see how that goes. Be sure to stick around at the end of the workout for our tips on the workout and to see the demo videos for this workout. And you can see all the customizations and different versions if you head over to my.streetparking or the Street Parking app.
Game time.
They are off and running, tackling Sphinx. Oh, yeah.
Here we go.
Here we go. DH, can you
Yes.
tell everyone at home what is today's workout, Sphinx?
Week 14, here we go. Break it up however you choose, but you're gonna complete 120 kettlebell overhead swings, 120 box jumps for time.
Okay.
Get through those as quickly as possible, however you want.
I mean, it sounds simple enough, but the however you want thing is crazy.
Choose wisely. You gotta
Choose
figure out a game
wisely.
plan that works. You gotta figure out a plan that's gonna help you get through these quick.
Yeah, and the thought of trying to figure out what I would want to do to attack this, I just don't even know yet. Alex is she's going 15 rounds of 8 and 8.
Yeah,
And then Keegs is planning on doing 4 rounds of 30 and 30.
for sure.
2 very different approaches.
Very different.
And
Very
I don't
different.
have a clue which one I would want to do.
You have to play to your strengths.
Okay.
You know, Alex, with her strategy, she moves so quick.
Right.
And for a lot of other people, maybe you want to take care of a big chunk of the workout early on when you're fresh and you can really just dig into that intensity. And then as you start to get fatigued, which is totally normal and natural, then
Yes, it is.
then you're gonna have some smaller chunks, but you can still get through it.
Yeah. Okay. So it looks like Alex with the smaller sets, she's already getting on to her 3rd round of the 8 and 8, and Keegs is working on his 1st round of 30 and 30.
Yeah.
And also, we should mention the fact that Keegs had a knee surgery back in June of 2022.
Oh, wow.
So he's been slowly working box jumps back into his workouts in general. This is, I think, only the 3rd time he's done box jumps since that surgery.
Wow.
So he's being really smart. He's already decided ahead of time. Look, if it starts to feel a little funky, he's going to switch to step-ups.
That's smart.
Making some choices on the go if we need to. But so far, so good. Nice,
He's looking
confident,
great.
steady pace.
Yeah, absolutely. And I love the step down, very thoughtful jump from the start. And, you know, he knows his ability. He knows how to stay in tune with his body. And it's good that he has a backup plan in case he doesn't feel comfortable with it.
Yeah.
And that's what you should do.
I love always having a backup plan. I'm
Gotta
all
have
about
one.
the backup plan.
Plan A, plan B, make them both work.
100%. All right, so We see Alex is doing jump overs. We are in Project April.
Yes.
So
we're in it.
If you are looking to do this workout with as little equipment as possible, maybe you just don't have a box, you can just jump over something.
Yeah.
Right? She's using a bench, but you can jump over whatever you want.
Absolutely. Yeah, we just want to get that dynamic hip extension that gets you clearly over a target or on top of a target. It's just different, and that's what we want to help anybody have the experience in doing. It's an important aspect of fitness, and so we want to make sure we feature that.
Right on. So they're both technically doing a little bit of a different version of Program A. We also have a shift version of today's workout. What is Sphinx Shift?
The shift version is going to be 10 rounds of 8 kettlebell eye level swings and 8 alternating unweighted step ups or low jump overs. So you have that option there.
Right on.
The men's weights anywhere from 35 to 55 pounds, either a kettlebell or dumbbell. We'd encourage you to use a dumbbell. And for the women, we have 15 to 35 pounds.
Yeah, and remember, guys, if you don't have a kettlebell, like DH just said, you can use a dumbbell.
Works great.
Get a good grip on it, swing
Get
it
a good
around.
grip. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
All right, so DH, how do you think you're going to break up this workout?
Ooh. You know, when I look at this workout, I like even number sets, so I'd probably go like 10 rounds of 12 and 12.
Okay.
And just keep myself moving at a steady pace. For me, the kettlebell swings with a rep range of 12, I know I can do unbroken for the box jumps.
okay.
I just kind of have that like one speed
Right.
when it comes to box jumps.
Yeah.
And I do step downs. I don't rebound.
Same.
You know, so I just have that one speed. I know that will work for me.
Yeah.
And I'll just keep myself plugging away at them.
Right on. So, I asked this a bit beforehand. I was actually kind of surprised. Like, you could break this up however you want, to the point of you don't even have to do even rounds of
That's
each of
true.
the things, right?
That is true.
So if someone's feeling frisky, they could completely maybe front load. Say they hate box jumps, they can do a large chunk of box jumps in the beginning in comparison to the kettlebell swings, right?
Absolutely. You could essentially get your frisk on. You know?
Yes.
You really could.
All right. Okay. So noted. If you want to do something crazy with this workout, it doesn't have to be even rounds. You can go for it and take out your calculator.
Yeah, make sure you know what numbers you're gonna hit, because you don't want to try and do some uneven math in the middle of it.
And just keep track of it as you go.
For
'Cause
sure.
If your game plan does change in the middle, you don't have to stop. You don't want to stop and do math.
No.
So get a pen and paper ready. I often recommend this. Have a pen and paper ready. You never can tell in the middle when you need to write something down.
Exactly. And I like how both Keegs and Alex have put little markers on the wall just to give them an idea of where they're at, and then so that they can know if they're on pace, and also so that they don't have to keep track of those numbers in their head.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't be able to.
No.
I wouldn't at all. I'm never good at keeping track of numbers in my head, especially once I get breathing heavily. It is
Exactly.
a game over for keeping track of anything at that point.
Exactly.
So they're both looking good right now.
They're still
steady.
Alex hasn't slowed down at all, so I think she's pretty much on time.
Let's see. She just, I think, knocked off her 8th round. Nice.
Wow.
Very solid.
There we
They're
go.
both
More than
moving
halfway.
solid and fast. Also, we should note, Keeks usually only does eye-level kettlebell swings, so he's
that's
decided to go way outside of his comfort zone in general. He wants to just, go as well as he can on those box jumps to learn how to trust his knee, but decided to also push it on the kettlebell swings and go with the overhead swings. He's
love it.
Hey, we're out here. Let's do this.
Yeah, I love it. He showed up. Showed up.
Man. All right, so I'm thinking I really don't like box jumps very much.
Box jumps. Yeah.
I might do the whole knock out a bigger chunk in the beginning of
Okay.
the box jumps. Math-wise, I don't know what that's gonna look like, but I'm thinking I might knock a solid chunk of the box jumps out more than the kettlebell swings,
Okay.
and then figure out the math so I could do less box jumps than kettlebell swings each round after that.
Oh.
I don't know though. That might
Okay.
be a horrible plan. We'll have to see when it happens.
I'm interested in seeing what that looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me too. Me too.
Put pen to paper, figure out a plan for you.
Yeah, it'll take a minute. It'll probably take me longer to math what I need to do than to actually do it. But I'll figure it out one way or another.
Awesome.
So the Sphinx, if you guys are wondering, I think the Sphinx is one of the more well-known
Yeah, very iconic.
creatures. Yeah. So you're looking at a creature. It's got a head of a human, the body of a lion, which is a very interesting mix.
Yes.
But it was associated with riddles and such,
Ooh.
which I think is a big part of this workout. It's a bit of a riddle how you're going to approach it,
It
right?
is, right? Choose wisely. You know, you gotta
Choose wisely.
You gotta think of a plan. You can think outside the box.
Yep.
Yeah, that's cool. I like that.
The box jump is like that cat pouncing.
Ooh.
And the kettlebell is, okay, this is totally made up, but I'm going to go with it is a very heavy ball of yarn. I don't know why.
Wow.
Don't
I
quote me
love
on
it.
that.
I love it. Someone fact check that for Noodle, but
Yeah.
that's what we're rolling with today, at least.
Nice. Dang, so Alex is she just
Nice
finished her
work.
11th round.
These guys are looking great. Way to go, Keeks.
This is solid. So the goal for this one is 10 to 15 minutes, and
Yeah.
we are coming up on the 9th minute of Sphinx.
Yes. So one thing I'm thinking about as far as like a movement strategy or a coaching tip really is breathing.
Okay.
Because box jumps for me, it's always challenging because how quickly it elevates my heart rate.
Yes.
Because you have to jump so high to your target.
Yes.
And then on the kettlebell swings though, because it's more, it's more anaerobic.
Okay.
It gives you a chance to breathe at the top of the swing. So
Yeah.
one thing I'm thinking about is when you load up the hinge and you go to extend your hip, as the kettlebell starts to get weightless overhead,
Yeah.
that's an opportunity when your body's like unloaded to really get a deep breath and then hold that tension to receive the kettlebell back down,
Okay.
loading for that next rep. So keep that in mind. If you are like me and box jumps really get you breathing heavy, just know that when you get on the box jump, just try to control your breathing for that big exhale at the top,
Yeah.
and then really loading up your hips for a powerful extension for the swing.
Nice. Solid tip. DH,
Yes.
since we are in Project April,
Yes.
if there are people at home who don't know what Project April is, can you explain that to us? What does Project April mean?
Project April is a great opportunity that gives all of us a sense of how simple fitness can be for any level of fitness background individual. If you're looking to get a great workout in, you don't need fancy equipment.
Nope.
You don't need any specific type of location and have the best circumstances available to you, because in reality, that's not going to happen for a lot of us. But
Yep.
for the everyday person that is prioritizing their fitness, their overall health and well-being, all you need is a set of dumbbells and you're going to get the job done.
100%. Right now, we're getting a lot of fitness in. They each have a kettlebell, and all you need is something to jump on or over.
Yes.
And you're solid and ready to go.
That's
so
exactly
Project
it.
April Program A, you don't need much. You just need the will to do it.
Yes, you need the will to do it, and then also just approach it with intention.
Yeah.
Don't go into it like, oh, I'm not gonna get a great workout because I'm only using dumbbells. No, if that's kind of your mindset, then that's
Yeah.
just what's gonna play out. But
Right.
if you approach it like, this is a fun challenge for me to really push my capacity, to bump up my intensity, then yeah, it might even produce some of the best results. And this month
Yeah.
is a way to kind of prove that to yourself.
100%. All right, here we are. I think it looks like Alex has 2
Oh my
rounds
gosh.
left.
Wow.
She's done? Oh my goodness, she stopped wiping the thing. She is
Nice
done.
work.
Alex is finished with Sphinx at 11:33.
Great job.
That is solid within the time frame of 10 to 15 minutes.
Crushing it. And Keeks is just plugging away. He's doing great. Box
Solid.
jumping this whole time, I think.
Whole time stuck with the box jumps.
Way
Nice,
to go.
solid. Take a step down, rinse, repeat across
it.
the board.
That's it.
And Keeks is coming to us from Ohio. He's a police officer out there. Mad respect.
He works the night shift,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
So, I mean, being up and at opposite times of the day. You know, it's such a challenge, but he prioritizes his fitness. And
Yeah, he makes it work. He does his workouts in his morning,
Right.
which is like, I want to say 1 p.m.-ish.
Yeah,
Gets
that's
up,
what he was
hits
saying.
the workout, goes to work, does his thing,
Yep.
rinse, repeat.
Exactly. And I like how Keegs is staying close to the box, right? He'll take a step back if he needs to for a quick second, and then right back into it.
Yep.
One step up, and then just going for that jump. It's good rhythm.
I'm excited for him. I feel like after this workout, he's going to gain some trust back in that knee.
Yeah,
Because
absolutely.
I think that's one of the biggest part when it comes to a knee surgery. It's getting trust back in the knee.
That's absolutely true. With any injury, you know, it's very easy to identify yourself with a limitation.
Yes.
But to kind of test and see where you're really at, right? Get in
Yep.
tune with who you really are and what your abilities are is so important. Fitness is a great way to express that. And just seeing this happen right now for Keegs is like, man, it's giving me goosebumps.
Heck yeah. 120 box jumps. When he opened that and read it, he said, oh my, okay, I
It's no
guess we're
joke.
doing this.
No joke.
And to see it all as one big number,
One
it's
big
a
number,
different
yeah.
type of intimidation factor.
It really
'Cause
is.
it's not like we don't do 120 box jumps often in a workout.
Yeah.
You just don't look at it that way.
Right, we've all done it. We've all gotten those triple digits for the kettlebell swing and box jumps.
Yes.
But you know, now that it's for time, yeah, you're gonna have to do some planning and choose wisely for sure. Nice job,
Nice,
Keegs.
Keegs. 14:05.
Well done, well
Finish
done.
those 120 kettlebell
Solid.
overhead swing, 120 box jumps. They both figured out a completely different approach.
Yes,
Both finished within the time frame.
easy,
Solid day of work with Sphinx.
solid day.
All right, we'll head over to Alex to get some tips on Sphinx
Love it.
for
Let's see
the
what they have to say.
2023 vault.
All right, man, the Sphinx. That was a tricky one. I think we both chose wisely. How do you feel about your rounds and reps?
Feel pretty good. I mean, coming back from knee surgery, I was hesitant. I wanted to do less reps, more rounds, but I stuck to this and told myself just keep plugging away. I took a little break, I think round 3, after 15 swings, and broke up the 30 box jumps a little bit. But
Nice. Would you have done it differently?
no,
Awesome.
No,
Good.
that's
Good to
good.
hear that.
It's a good push.
Same. Yeah. So I knew going heavier that breaking more often on the kettlebell swings was going to be the only way I would be able to go heavier and finish in the goal time. So I'm really happy with the rounds and the reps that I chose, because even like those last couple of reps on the swings were getting like really grippy. I really had to gut it out. So, and I know Nicole and DH talked a bit about it during the workout, but get creative with it, have fun. That's what we wanted for this workout. To be wise, but to have fun too. So regardless though, it's a lot of swings, and both movements are very similar in that they require you to aggressively open the knees and hips at the same time. So it's just compounding, right? Like the swings make the box jumps harder, the box jumps make the swings harder. So during the swings, make sure that you're being really mindful of keeping your rib cage pulled down towards your belly button. Squeeze your quads, squeeze your butt every time you're ready to launch that kettlebell or dumbbell, whatever you're swinging, up and over your head. And then keep all of that stuff squeezed tight as it makes your way over. Be mindful of not overarching your back, letting that belly fly open, because your low back's gonna start to feel it. Same thing, similar on the box jumps. Try to land pretty upright with just a soft bend in the knee. If you start landing low or in a massive hinge, again, your low back's just gonna take the brunt of that, and it's just gonna get worse and worse as the workout goes on. So be mindful of those things. Warm up your knees really well if you have bum knees like Keegs and I do.
yeah.
Do you have anything else you want to add?
The kettlebell swings, I focused most on my hips and my glutes, really using that to drive the kettlebell up in the beginning, so I didn't have to use my shoulders as much. That way later on in the workout, I was able to use my shoulders a little bit more, let my hips rest a little bit.
Yeah, I'm glad
Good
you brought that
box
up. And I remember I called it out to you, not that you weren't doing it, but just as a reminder, and for those of you at home, if your box jumps are starting to get a little hairy, use your arms, load them back up behind you, and then when you're ready, throw them forward. It's really gonna help build some momentum and get you on top of that box safely. But that's it. So Choose wisely, but have fun with Sphinx.
Welcome to week 14 of the 2023 vault. Today's workout is Sphinx, which is 4 times you will complete 120 overhead kettlebell swings followed by 120 box jumps. But there's a catch. You can break it up however you like. So choose wisely. Your score for this workout will be your total time, and a good goal to shoot for is to try to complete this workout somewhere in between 10 to 15 minutes. Notice that we threw a little twist at you. You can break up this workout however you like. So figure out before you start a rep scheme that works for you. Now, if you want to tackle it straight through, good luck. I don't advise you doing that because it's going to get really tough. Or you could break it up and go rounds. So chip away at a certain amount of overhead kettlebell swings and a certain amount of box jumps, and then just keep that flow going. If you feel like you need to change it up as you go for it. But don't go into this workout blindly. If not, you're gonna crumble, fall apart, and it's gonna get overwhelming, okay? So have a strategy in mind and how you're gonna break it up and get ready to tackle this workout. Today's shift workout is 10 rounds for time of 8 eye-level kettlebell swings, followed by 8 unweighted alternating step-ups or 8 low jump overs. Your score for this workout will be your total time, and a good goal to shoot for is to try to finish somewhere in between 8 to 12 minutes. All right, here are my tips for this workout. I would say 8 reps on both of these movements is enough for you to be able to push and hold on. I don't think you need a break there. Where you guys should plan on having your recovery windows is between movements. So make sure you're calm and collected before going into that next section. That way you can knock that movement out as efficient as possible. So stay calm and collected throughout these 10 rounds and you'll be good to go. To view detailed demos of the movements in today's workout, as well as any of the customizations, make sure you guys visit my.streetparking.com.